Could be a train station.
Hi guys, this is Joshua Peterson with Peterson Electric. Second part to this video on electrodialysis. How do you fix it? First of all, I want to introduce the three stooges here. There's Christian, Grayson, and my son Jathan's running away. Anyways, they've been helping me out. Okay, now that this is all out and we marked it with some red marker tape. This is good stuff. I would suggest trying to do that. Just so we know what it looks like. And we used a bristle brush, and we sanded this down to get all the rust off. I do suggest a mask. Well, you do that so you don't get rust in your lungs, because it truly is rust. And you're gonna need an adjustable battery drill, something powerful, battery charged. And then you're gonna, once that's all off, you wipe it down and then you just use some CLR to kill the rust. And then you're gonna use some bonding primer and then some Carlon, Christian, hold on. There's some Carlon paint. Okay, and don't forget a piece of cardboard if you don't want to paint your window. And so once we did all that, outside right now it's probably about 34 degrees, 35. But it's adhering very nicely. That should slow down the process of the rust. And I did brush even the metal here. And then this is vinyl, so I just was gentle on the vinyl. Just getting extra mud off. And I used a screwdriver to get it out of the edges because I had mud just piled right here. So now you can see this edge, 66 to 66 inches, is the inside edge. Where you're supposed to hammer drill is right here, which I will use some slammets and washers.
It's coming in.
And this is 76 from here to here. So our window, when we pulled it out, was only right here. So look how much earth, it kind of fell in last night, and then we had to pull the rest out, and this fell in. This is about to fall in right here, which everybody's going to start crying because it's just going to keep crumbling. And you can see the snowflakes. So if you're wanting to do this yourself without tractors, if you got a tractor, you would have to rent this and a dingo for 3 days. And I'm telling you, that's not cheap because we bought them for work years ago. But this, we couldn't even find this drain. So we finally found this drain. The cover got a little cracked, but that's our preliminary drain. If you don't have this, they do suggest you keep digging and put a sump. And then you put a pump in the other bucket, and it flows into that bucket, and it has a cover so no rock and dirt get in. And then there's a lift. It's an electronic lift. And then they'll literally take a piece of pipe up and then take it out to your yard and pump it out and eject it. But they usually put in a triple system in here to do that. But you do need then a dedicated 120 volt circuit sitting right there where the cords are long enough to reach. So we don't need to do that because we have this draining just fine, but we were very careful not to get mud into it. But you can see that when this was here, we couldn't even find this. But we dug this down about 6 inches, guys, because we're going to fill that full of rock. Because the rock will allow the water to wick away, and if it freezes, it doesn't freeze right next to this drain. Okay, so I'll do a third video to get that beast in, and I hope you got 4 guys to do it. It's not super heavy, but they're flimsy. And we're going to anchor and hammer drill this in, so it's not like we're just dropping it and done. Once we do that, now we'll start shoving dirt back in. And we don't have to worry about putting squeegeeing pea gravel. If you're going to do that with metal, you probably should do that, not put all that wet mud in. But this, I don't care. It's fiberglass. All right, guys, thanks for joining us.